Eating a Rolex?
It's one of his classics. You have to try.
Who are you?
I am Margot. Why do you care?
I have to know if you're with us or with them.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Way 2.0. Margot plants and her date Tyler venture out by boat to Hawthorne, a select eatery claimed and worked by VIP gourmet expert Chef Slowik, situated on a confidential island. Different visitors going to the supper are Lillian, a food pundit, her proofreader Ted, well-off couple Richard and Anne, George, a post-prime celebrity, and his own associate Felicity, and colleagues Soren, Dave, and Bryce, alongside Julian's alcoholic mother. The gathering is given a visit through the island by the cafe maitre d'hotel, Elsa, who takes note of that Margot was not Tyler's assigned visitor for the night. Supper starts, and Julian presents a progression of courses, conveying progressively disrupting speeches about every dinner. As the night goes on, privileged insights about every visitor, going from issues to illegal tax avoidance, are gradually uncovered in the midst of discourse parodying class separates, environmental change, male-centric society, ruining ladies' prosperity, and making absurd assumptions for men, and free enterprise abuse, normally prodded by Julian and the staff's presentations and feasts. During the fourth course, a top assistant chef commits suicide before the visitors, and another staff part removes Richard's ring finger when he attempts to get away. After the fourth course, the eatery's great financial backer and Soren, Dave and Bryce's chief, is suffocated in full perspective on the cafes. At different places, in the evening, Julian permits visitors to endeavor escape, just to have the staff catch and bring them back. Julian proclaims every one of the visitors were chosen since they either added to him losing his energy for his art or on the grounds that they earn enough to pay the bills off taking advantage of crafted by craftsmen and laborers like him and his group. He reports that everybody present will be dead before the night's over. Since Margot's presence was impromptu, Julian secretly gives her the decision of passing on either with the staff or with the visitors. At the point when Margot falters, Julian chooses for her, saying he knows his high-class clients from individual assistance industry laborers. It is uncovered that Margot is an escort named Erin, who has been recruited before by Richard, making sense of them gazing at one another the entire evening, and who Tyler has employed for the night. Julian uncovers that Tyler was welcomed actually knew up and down that the supper would end with everybody's passing, so he welcomed Margot, realizing beyond any doubt she would kick the bucket. Julian embarrasses Tyler further by compelling him to prepare and offending his food, making Tyler commit suicide in a storeroom. Julian requests that Margot gather a barrel required for dessert. Margot slips into Julian's home, just to be gone after by Elsa. Margot kills Elsa with good reason by wounding her in the neck. Subsequent to seeing news sections of Julian's previous existence in his office, Margot tracks down a radio, calls for help and gets back to the cafe with the barrel. A coast gatekeeper official shows up from his boat, then uncovers himself to be a line cook in camouflage and gets back to the kitchen. Margot ridicules Julian's dishes and grumbles that she is as yet ravenous. At the point when Julian asks what she might want to eat, Margot demands a cheeseburger and fries, having recently seen a photograph of a more youthful, more joyful Julian working at a drive-through joint. Moved by her straightforward solicitation, he readies the dinner to her determinations. Margot takes a chomp and acclaims his food, then inquires as to whether she can get it to go. Julian packs the nourishment for her, and he and the staff permit her to leave. Margot takes the coast watchman boat moored close by and gets away from the island. The pastry is a raised s'mores dish, the staff cover the floor with squashed graham saltines and enhance the visitors with little capes made of marshmallows and caps made of chocolate. Julian then, at that point, sets the eatery burning, exploding the barrel and killing the visitors, staff, and himself as Margot watches from the boat and unloads her cheeseburger to go. Hope you enjoy our video. If want more video like this video and subscribe our YouTube channel, The Way 2.0.